Hello, I'm Andy Burnham and I'm running to be your Labour Mayor of Greater Manchester.
The former Health Secretary, Andy Burnham, has won the race to be the Labour candidate.
To stand as the first elected Mayor of Greater Manchester.
I will bring a new focus to our young people, using quality apprenticeships, on a par with university education. So join us and together we can make Greater Manchester even greater.
You've spoken about introducing a new focused technical education. Will this be more specific towards rapidly developing careers such as coding? And if so, how will these young people be educated on the career paths they need to take?
I think there are a lot of jobs in the digital sector in Manchester, but the thing is, because they're new jobs in a fast developing area, most parents don't really understand them and they don't really push young people in that direction. So what we want to do in Greater Manchester is build what I call a university-style system for apprenticeships. So young people can see all of the apprenticeships that are out there, and the companies can say, well, these are the courses you need to take and these are the grades you need to get. In the same way that kids get who go into university through A-levels, etc., we do the same for young people who want apprenticeships and technical qualifications. The idea is the employers will be able to give more information about the courses that people need to take to get those opportunities.
You also talked about how young people exist in a 10-minute world, so they're not really willing to travel more than 10 minutes within their area to travel for work. And as someone who travels from Bolton to Newton Heath and gets 3 buses and a train, I often get a lot of young people saying, oh, why would you travel that far? How are you planning to improve travel for young people who travel such long journeys to work like me?
What I've observed in the years that I've been in politics is that councils at local level and government at national level makes young people the target for cuts, because basically they think, oh, young people can't or don't vote, and therefore we don't need to do anything for them. Oh, the older people vote, oh, well, we'll spend all the money on them and we'll pay for it by cutting everything for young people. Now that is what goes on, but I can't see how you can build a strong society on that basis. So I'm going to use devolution to change things. That's, you know, a lot of people will be thinking with this whole election around the mayor, well, what's the point? What's the point in voting? And I want to answer that question by saying we're going to make a big change in the way we support young people. So when it comes to travel, like yourself, with all of the buses you have to take, I'm going to say we should have a free bus pass for all 16 to 18-year-olds in Greater Manchester, so they can use it evenings, weekends, 7 days a week. To get around and get to those opportunities. Yeah, it's still maybe 3 buses. I'm not sure I can do much about that straight away, but take away the barriers from cost, and that's something that that if I'm elected, I plan to do.
And I suppose that kind of goes in hand with finding out about these opportunities. And many young people in Bolton are unaware of the creative digital sector in Manchester. Like a lot of people don't know about, Media City's been introduced, and there's a lot more buildings with these forever expanding creative digital sector. And how are you planning to make sure that young people know more about these opportunities, again tying in with this UCAS-style application for apprenticeship?
Well, I think you're really right about that people don't fully understand what's out there and what's available. I was speaking recently to a group called Manchester Digital, and these are some of the leading companies in the digital sector in Manchester. They were telling us that there's 30 grand jobs going unfilled in Greater Manchester because there just isn't the skills and the talent coming through the pipeline. And I think the reason for that is the parents or even the teachers haven't kept pace with what's happening in that industry. And also, let's be honest, the school system doesn't prioritise the courses that help those young people get those opportunities. Michael Gove brought through this whole thing, the English Baccalaureate, and it's all about traditional subjects and Latin and all. ICT and engineering aren't in it, the English Baccalaureate. So almost the school system is dragging young people away from these exciting careers in digital and in the creative sectors. So the university-style system for apprenticeships is intended to stop that by giving young people clear information about everything that's going on in Greater Manchester in terms of the opportunities, so that they can say, oh, God, yeah, there is lots available in that particular sector. So I will take these particular GCSEs at year 9 so I can go on a path towards those opportunities.
As well as setting up this UCAS style for apprenticeships, are you planning on creating anything similar for voluntary opportunities for places like Xplode? And again, can you tell us a bit more about this loyalty system that you're planning to introduce?
Yeah, this is brilliant, Xplode, in terms of the opportunities they're giving to young people, and we want to see a lot more of that over Greater Manchester. I would like to see actually all opportunities on this UCAS style system. So work shadowing, work experience, internships, anything that's out there should be fairly and openly advertised. But more broadly, we want to link the bus pass and make it an opportunity pass, as you're saying, so that we create a loyalty system where, you know, young people, like an Oyster card in London, where you get your travel. But if you do more volunteering, let's say in a place like Xplode, you can get more points, and then you can either get more subsidised travel on Metrolink or trains, or you could get, let's say, half-price food at Nando's if they, for instance, were one of the sponsors of this scheme. So what we're trying to do is build a world-leading support system for young people that is also about citizenship as well. So yeah, we'll give some things in terms of support, but the message to young people will be the more you do for yourself and for your community, the more benefit you can get through this system as well. So it's an exciting idea. 3 or 4 years' time, once we bring this idea through, Greater Manchester could be really at the forefront of rethinking how we support young people.
That's brilliant. That's something that I'll definitely be getting involved with.
Great.
Thank you very much, Andy. It was lovely to meet you.
And you as well.